Welcome to the video. This week we leave Manchester, find out what the Aspire Lounge is like, check out the grim weather as I see what EasyJet's Manchester to Faro flight's like, we join a queue, wait outside for an even longer time, check out Onboard, really we check out two, but there you go. What else? Oh yeah, and the best bit, when we arrive only to find we brought the weather with us. And so welcome to Manchester Terminal 1. We've arrived early, utilising the airport's meet and greet. We've not used that before here at Terminal 1. We headed in for our check-in with EasyJet for today's flight to Faro in Portugal. We'd actually arrived a little too early for check-in, so we had to wait for it to open. But once the bags had gone through with the helpful staff we found here at Manchester, we made the usual slow progress, unfortunately, here in Manchester, through security, through duty-free. So today we have booked ourselves into the Aspire Lounge here at T1. I've not used this lounge before, so let's go and check it out. It is next to these other lounges here at T1 with Emirates Escape and the 1903 lounge, but we headed upstairs and we arrived into the lounge. This is a Wednesday afternoon when we arrived. It wasn't too busy. We quickly found a large enough table for us all and had some decent views of the gates and the typical weather here in Manchester. To the left, a small quiet area with the lounge extending to the right, and it's a decent size to be fair. As I say, we were quick to find a good table. On offer, there were a few options on the hot. We had some garlic bread, rice, some pasta dish and a chilli, along with this small salad bar. Not much to go off from here, but it was well topped up by the staff on the day. The pancake maker was having some issues, but again the staff were quick to help us get it fixed. My son went through a fair few of these. After a couple of hours, it was time to head off to the gate and find our ride. Through the main airside area, usual places, Starbucks, coffees, restaurants, a large seating area just to wait for flights. But of course, we'd used the lounge, so we just headed straight through. Wasn't too much of a walk as we made our way to the gate, but there we could see our aircraft for this evening's flight. And here it is, our flight this evening will be on this Airbus A319, first delivered to EasyJet in 2011. Now after waiting to get passage checks, we were ushered into a queue in the stairwell, which is never great, but once they opened the doors at the bottom of the stairwell, we had to wait outside in the cold. It wasn't as bad, the rain at this point, it kind of eased off, which was helpful, but it wasn't great, I'll be honest. We just stood there waiting, nothing really coming from the crew until eventually someone came and got us and led us to the stairs. Why they decided to keep us waiting for two queues, I have no idea, but hey ho. I can never help myself with a tap on each plane as I get on board, and I know I'm not going to be the only one with that. Finally on board, we managed to find our seats here. We ended with 14A and B. If someone wanted the window seat, I obliged of course. Having a quick look around the seat as everyone got on board and got their bags on. I'm 5'11", as you can see. It wasn't the best legroom, but it was just about adequate, not great. The more annoying thing was that even with the queues, we're still waiting for people to board before we could close up and push back. But eventually that was it was our turn, and with that we pushed back and it was our time to go. Once in the air, I did find the sick bag. Now, I can't remember the last time I spotted one of these, I'll be honest with you, on board a plane. But it's good that they have them around, I suppose. And the treat today is the first of the bog standards we've got here. On this flight, clean, tidy, nothing really fancy, but again, we're on low-cost airlines, and as long as it's clean, do we expect anything more? As I headed out the bog, I had to have a little bit of a hold in the galley, so I thought I'd have a quick look around. They'd already started the service as I exited, and so I had to wait for them to pass my seat. But we took advantage, grabbed this little deal. It came to about £5 at the time of flying. Once we were getting close to descending, I thought I'd have a quick run to the back of the plane, check out the other bog just to see how it was maintained by the staff. Again, very clean, tidy, can't do much about the sink. Then as we came into land, we hit a few storms, got a bit bumpy, nothing like a bit of turbulence on a flight. Now, I can't remember ever clapping, but a lot of passengers were very happy to have landed and got on the solid ground. And so here we are, Faro International Airport. Arriving, we found that we'd gladly brought the poor weather from Manchester with us. But then again, there's nothing quite like getting on a remote stand and having to get out in the rain after your journey to get on a bus. We had a short bus ride to the terminal, which looks great. Now, by the time we'd arrived into the terminal, security and passport control were a breeze, nice and easy. No queue at all, really. It was great. Again, I've never been here, but it looks fairly new. So thanks for watching. Please give it a like. It really helps the channel out. Let's see what Portugal has to offer. See you on the next one.